Hi everyone, it's Mitch, and it's Saturday, May the 12th, 2018, here with your free live shows. Of course, we're live at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Next week, the latter part of next week, probably going to have a little bit of a different schedule. We'll figure it out. It's probably going to be a lot earlier. I'm going to be in East Coast time zone for the first time in many years, so going to be odd for me. So probably be a ridiculously early show. So I just have a lot going on. Going to my nephew's graduation in Ohio. Guys ever like say something, like 5 years earlier? Say, yeah, when you guys do this, I'll definitely be there. And then you kind of say like, that time finally arrives and it's kind of like, oh man, it's a 12-hour flight. It's all right though. It's all good. I'm excited to see everyone excited in Cincinnati. It's happening, everybody. Fear the bobblehead. Fuck that. How about that? Fuck the Cubs. Anyways, we're here 365 days a year. Yeah, yesterday was one of those days where you just gotta say, you know what? Today's another day. It's there's gonna be days like that. It's gonna happen. I lost 3 games in the ninth inning yesterday. The Cubs hate's coming from they're cancer to all sports and everything that has to do with sports and every sports fan, everyone that's ever paid for a ticket to a sporting event, anything like that. The Cubs are cancer to sports and really have destroyed sports. We can go into detail. We've done it many times. I had the Phillies, the Angels, and the Rockies all lost in the ninth inning. I think I've had comeback losses. I've had all that stuff happen. I don't think I've ever had 3 in the same day. Plus, I had the Red Sox who lost on the walk-off in extra innings. I mean, I lost. Normally when you have 4 games that go like that, normally you have 4 games that are kind of like the thing. Maybe 1 or 2 of them you go your way. I mean, that's the nature of the beast. It's gonna happen. It definitely is gonna happen to you if you do this long enough. It's gonna happen. So I never look back. We don't have any more Sports Chat Plays hats. Scott Perry's asking. We gave them away as a promotion twice or 3 times. We've done a promotion with the hats. Every time it's had to do with if you've purchased anything at all. From the 3-day consensus report to a year package, everybody got a hat. Every single person that wanted one. I paid for the hats. I paid for the postage. Paid for everything. Paid $6,000 out of my own pocket to give everybody hats that had made at least one purchase to support us. Gonna ask anybody out there that got, I know hundreds and hundreds of people that got hats. So I know a lot of people, they say here that they have their hat, they love their hat. Some people probably don't even wear their hat anymore. I don't care. I actually have seen people. I saw one of our longtime readers, listeners, all that stuff in Vegas last weekend on Saturday, Kentucky Derby Day. I didn't know him. I'd never seen him before. He was actually wearing the Sports Chat Plays hat. I said, hey, nice hat. He was like, Mitch, what's up? It was like old friends. But anyways, got at least 3 free picks today. looking to bounce back from yesterday's just miserable bullpens. I think, you can always handicap, I think this is where it comes back. I went against a few of my own things yesterday. And I have been a couple of times, and every time that happens, I get cracked. So why don't I listen to my own advice? I had too many favorites, and I looked too much at the starting pitching in baseball. Why do people only look at starting pitching when the starting pitchers only go 5 or 6 innings? It's like that Philadelphia bullpen is real garbage. I mean, they've blown 2 ninth-inning leads in the last week, in less than a week. So you got to figure that they need to be well ahead. But definitely, probably a team ahead of schedule. But anyways, 3 free picks every single day. Karen Kugel should not have went with my spite pick. Yep, that's me. I felt the same way. Oh, Carson Fulmer. Whew, brutal. Yeah, there's stats. They're regularly available. Bullpen stats and relief pitching stats are regularly available. They're out there. Just like starting pitching, hit team batting average. If you can find a site that has team batting average, generally they have relief pitching as well and starting pitching. So there's just tons of them. I think baseballreference.com probably has it. I use a number of different sites, but it's like I said, it's not something that's like hidden out there. I do bet first 5 innings, but I don't give that out on the site because the software that we use to grade the picks automatically. See, the other guys, this is where other sites have an advantage over me, is the other sites, they just say, yeah, I was plus 8,000 units yesterday. They don't have to really say what they did, and they say, and they win what the picks were, right? But what happened, and, it's always like a reverse run line at minus 275, but it's, the thing is the software that we use to auto grade doesn't have first 5 innings. So I don't give out those picks. I would love to give out first 5 innings, and I talked to Craig Trapp at length about it. Maybe you guys send an email to support@picksandparlays.net and say, we want first 5 inning bets in baseball. Say, well, that's what we want. And I'll believe me, I'm with you guys 100%. But anyways, Kyle Moschner is great at picking games after they're over. Congratulations. I am 1,000% in games that I get to pick after they're over. Man, is that annoying. Wow, I was all over a minus 200 favorite yesterday. How about this? Get your own show. Oh man, you guys know there's no easier way to piss me off. Nope, I didn't get one email. Not one. Not one. I think people know that's part of betting. That's going to happen. It's like, days are going to happen like that. This guy's annoying. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. Anyways, of course, this show 100% free. Yeah, Brian Davis saying the Capitals looked good. Another guy there. easy to say what happened yesterday, not what we're about. But one thing about the Lightning, and I didn't really take this into consideration yesterday when I gave that out on the show as a free pick, is that the Lightning are kind of a team that doesn't play well off the layoff. I'd say we bet the farm on them in game 2. I'd probably go puck line in that one. But, all right, let's just get into some free picks. I want to go surfing. So, got 10 minutes in. We haven't even given out a pick. Tampa Bay Rays against the Orioles in the first game. I like the Rays in that one. Chris Archer, I know it's a favorite, which isn't something that I take a lot of, but David Hess making his first career start for the Orioles. He's pitched well in AAA. He had a really big outing on Tuesday. Not a lot of rest coming into this one, and also you got to figure the adrenaline factor. I expect him to come out throwing bullets in the first inning or so, but expect him to get hit after that. I'm going to take the Rays here to beat the Orioles. The Orioles are starting to string together some wins. We know when that happens, the odds are that it's probably going to go the other way. So I'm going to take the Baltimore Orioles. I know Ed might disagree. I'm going to take the Rays. I'm sorry, I'm not. It's like, wow, tongue tied. Taking the Orioles. Nah, I don't think the guy knew that he was pissing me off. I just can't stand people that, come on here that we've never heard from before and talk about how great their pick was yesterday. It's just, who cares? It's like, if you have such a great pick, this is what I advise you to do, because this was life-changing for me, okay? Start a website. Start posting your picks. Okay, start a Facebook page. Start posting your picks. If you pick winners, people will come. There. You don't need to come on my show and talk about how great your pick was yesterday if you're minus 200 favorite. Here's a guy, once again, likes to talk about yesterday. See ya, man. Don't care. Seriously. Oh, man. So, game 2, I like the Seattle Mariners over the Tigers. Got King Felix. Joe Roberts doesn't watch my dog of the day. You just ask questions that have already been answered. See ya. Anyways, I like Felix Hernandez here to beat Michael Fulmer. Fulmer doesn't get a lot of support. Felix Hernandez pitching decently, and I'll tell you, the Mariners are playing quietly some very good baseball. I'm going to take the Seattle Mariners here. The West, and the American League West, is extremely tough division. We saw the A's take down the Yankees yesterday. We know the Angels have been good despite blowing the lead yesterday in the 9th inning. We know the Astros are the defending world champions, and the thing about the American League West, they play their games late, so a lot of people don't get to see those games, which always creates value. And the Mariners, 21-15, up against the team 15-21. So I'm going to take the Seattle Mariners in game 2. That'll be our next. I'm not dismissing everybody. Foreign kids saying Mitch dismissing everyone. I'm ready to go surfing. No, it's like I don't care. You know, it's like I don't sit here and like when I've had some killer days. Okay, everybody knows that. I mean, I've been doing this for 10 years. My picks are out there. I never come back here and say, yeah, yesterday was. It's like, who cares? You know, how does that help anybody? How does that help anybody at all? I mean, more often than not, you guys are saying, great pick on the Reds, great pick on this. It's like, and I say, yeah, that was yesterday. We never look back. It doesn't make any sense to me. How does that help anybody? How does it? I don't even get it. But anyways, I always lay the law down. But anyways, let's just get to our last pick for today's show. I like the over in the Dodgers Reds game. Homer Bailey, this guy's a problem. He's the most. He's fan of yours as well, Cowboy. But Homer Bailey is a guy who kind of dragging the Reds down as an organization. Guy makes over $20 million a year, Homer Bailey makes. And this is a small market team. And when we look at Homer Bailey's numbers, he really is not $20 million material. So when you have a team that's, down there, as far as like salary, and you have one guy that takes up almost, 25% of the entire salary, they absolutely need to deliver. And Homer Bailey has delivered a 9.64 ERA in his last 3 starts, 5.61 for the season, and an 0-5 record. The team is 0-8 in games that he started. You guys know I've been on the Reds on this road trip, especially against the Dodgers. I don't love the Reds in this game, but I'll tell you what, Ross Stripling is no bargain either. He's only made 2 starts this season. He's mostly worked, out of the pen, and he's kind of like that substitute pitcher. So with Kershaw out, he's the guy that kind of gets pushed in there. Or like when you see a pitcher laboring in the first inning, like we saw Walker Buehler a couple weeks ago in the first half of a doubleheader, laboring early. Stripling was the guy who was up in the bullpen. So he's a guy who's vulnerable to being hit as well. The total in this one is set at 8.5. I love the over. I'm going to take the over in the Dodgers-Reds game, and that'll be our 3rd pick for today's show. Anyways, going to wrap it up. That'll be it for today. Kind of, we can come back tomorrow and talk about all our winners, I guess. I mean, I don't even understand that, It's like, yeah, I picked a minus 250 winner yesterday. How does that help anybody? The whole idea of the show is to help everybody put them on winners, right? It's like, how does talking about what you did yesterday put anybody on winners today? Anyways, have a great day, everyone. We don't have a lock today. I don't see anyone saying. We know that the Nationals yesterday were a lock. So, and the Cubs yesterday. Like, I don't get it. Anyways, have a great day, everyone. I'll see you guys tomorrow.